Hey there, YouTube. So 24 hours ago, I quit the cigarette habit that I had, the smoking habit. It's kind of hard to say whether or not I've really quit all the way yet or not, but you know, these right here, I mean, they're just gone. I want to share with you one of the most important tips that I can give you when you're quitting. If you're somebody who's quitting cold turkey, or even if you're just trying to cut back and slowly dwindle off of them, something that's helped me quit every single time that I have quit is a tip I'm about to give you. I mean, let's get one thing straight. I've never had a problem quitting. When I'm ready to quit, I quit. The hard part for me is staying quit. But that doesn't mean a few days in, I pick up cigarettes again. It'll be 3 months, 6 months, a year and a half. The times that I've quit for very lengthy periods of time. But quitting has never been an issue for me. And this is a tip that I really want you to let sink in, because this is one that's kind of seen as counterproductive. This is one that, you know, the quitting professionals will tell you is an absolute must, and I'm about to go against what they tell you. All right, so let's say it's time to quit. You are about to put your last cigarette in your mouth, smoke your last cigarette. You have no more cigarettes left at the house, and you're gonna clean out your ashtrays and catch up your laundry and everything, so that way nothing smells like cigarettes, there's no ashes laying around. I want you to realize that you've already made your first mistake in what I just said. Okay, so you have to remember that cigarette smoking is highly psychological. There's a lot of anxiety and panic, you know, that's involved in trying to quit smoking. And one of the reasons why a lot of people quit smoking, or start smoking, is because they think that cigarettes are helping them with their anxiety and their panic disorder, when actually it's doing the complete opposite. So when you do quit, and guys, this is an absolute must. If you've never tried it this way before, at least try it and see how it works for you. But for me, every time that I've quit, and again, I've quit for very lengthy periods of time. I don't just quit for a day or two and then I relapse. I have always kept cigarettes on me. Do not finish your last pack. If you finish your last pack, go buy another fresh pack and don't open it. You need to keep cigarettes at the house. You need to keep them in your pocket when you're driving around. You need to keep them somewhere where you have access to them. And the reason why is because if you quit smoking, especially if you quit cold turkey, and you have no access to cigarettes whatsoever, you're gonna panic, you're gonna freak out, you're gonna go into full-on anxiety mode, and you're gonna go to the store and you're gonna buy a pack of cigarettes and you're gonna relapse right there on the spot because you basically freaked out. See, by keeping cigarettes on you, then you know that you have to realize that sometimes quitting smoking is a really big battle. Yes, it is an enemy, but you can't treat it like you're battling an enemy, because by battling it like that, you're actually only hurting yourself, because you're getting your anxiety and your panic going. So you need to know for yourself that if it comes to a point where you just absolutely cannot, hold on and you have to hit one, then you know you have one. And that feeling right there makes you a lot less likely to actually take a hit off a cigarette, because you didn't panic, you didn't freak out, you had cigarettes on you, so if it came and you just really, really needed one, you knew you had one, so you can relax. But guys, if you try to quit cold turkey and you throw out all your remaining cigarettes, or you smoke the last one out of your pack, if you don't have cigarettes on you and you quit cold turkey, you're gonna freak yourself out, you're gonna go into panic mode, and you're gonna force yourself into picking up a cigarette. So that is one of the most important tips for me when it comes to quitting smoking. I've always carried a pack with 2, 3, 4, 5 cigarettes in it, whatever, after I quit smoking. And sometimes, I have to hold on to that pack for months. Cigarettes aren't just cigarettes. Once you get hooked on them and they become a psychological addiction for you, cigarettes are the same as saying goodbye to a friend, a friend that knows you better than anybody in the world. So you can imagine how devastating it is to cut cigarettes out. So you just need to make sure that that friend is there if you need him, but you also want to be sure that you don't need him.